Well, with the border basically in our own backyard, we talk almost daily about drug busts and apprehensions. But tonight we want to talk specifically about children who cross alone. I had the opportunity to do a ride along with Border Patrol, so here's more on the record number of little kids navigating the system alone in a News 11 special report we're calling Deserted in the Desert.
The images are disturbing. Two sisters, just 5 and 6 years old, dressed in bright pink, walking alone through the desert in Yuma. These kids, just 4 and 8 years old, found stashed in the bed of a truck. Others literally dropped from Mexico into the U.S. The situation in their home country, presumably so bad, it led mom or dad to go to these great lengths, all in hopes of a better life.
Definitely presents a change to our normal operations and what we do. It's most of our agents have kids of their own.
Yuma Sector Border Patrol agents rescued 450 unaccompanied minors in just the past month. Thankfully, agents found these little girls and not someone else. Inside their pink jacket was the number for their tia, or aunt, who will likely step up and serve as a sponsor as they await the court process. I have made attempts to see if that's actually happened with the Department of Health and Human Services.
Stuff that we're not trained to do, right? It's not part of our curriculum anywhere. But these agents still step up and they do it. They make them comfortable. They're the best we can.
Agents in the Yuma sector say they are seeing an average of 760 people simply walk right across every single day. Just since October 1st, there have been 23,000 apprehensions. So I went to the border to see this firsthand.
Can't really build where in that floodplain. But you see here, now we've got shoes here. And they'll typically, like if the shoes get soiled or dirty or whatever, they've got a new set in their bag.
You can see here on our ride-along actual gaps in the fencing. Agents say they need 3 things to protect the border: technology, manpower, and infrastructure. And while they have cameras, sensors, and fencing and around 800 agents, in Yuma alone, thousands are still making it through.
It was difficult. Went through the jungle, all of these countries. It was a lot of work, and I was assaulted.
Meet Carmen, just one face, one name among the thousands who shared her story with me.
For a better life. To move forward, I'm here to reunite with my daughter. She crossed 5 months ago, the same way.
Just about 10 minutes into our ride-along, we encountered her with a group of about 45. The women there with children, all from Brazil. Others I spoke with have been on a months-long trek from Cuba.
It was a long travesty and hard. We did what we had to make it here.
They are hopeful to be granted political asylum. This is actual footage from on the ground in Havana.
In Cuba, they don't let us live. We have no freedom. We can't speak or think. Police chase you for no reason.
The decision was the only one we had. The government has us oppressed and threatened.
The journey has been long, dangerous, and expensive.
Agents tell me that human smuggling has now surpassed drugs in terms of revenue for the cartel. Each one of these people paying between $7,000 and $10,000 just to cross.
This man confirming that.
Around $7,000.
Every dollar in their pocket, every piece of clothing on their back. But many support the unimaginable choice to send these kids across alone.
Lots of kids on these roads, and in truth, it's dangerous. But I see it, and I applaud the mothers and fathers who do it.
With everything that's happened, the nerves, look at my hands, look at my feet. So nervous, a lot of danger.
Now, this is different from what agents are used to seeing at the border. It's changed over the years. It used to be mostly adult men from Mexico, and now
we're taking care of kids, children, babies, infants. So very challenging.
And while there are people who run across the border to avoid apprehension, agents are now seeing the majority of people fully surrender, documents in hand, and ready to get in line for their immigration hearing. But that could be years away.
We know a majority show up to their first court appearance. We also know that not a majority show up to their last.
And not all are even making it across. Just in September, a mother and her 10-year-old daughter were found dead near the Cocopah Reservation after trying to migrate to the U.S., but became stranded and disoriented in Yuma's 113-degree heat. Her 2-year-old son found next to their bodies. Claudia, like so many of the little kids who navigate the system alone, know the outcome is unknown, but still go to these great lengths, all in hopes of a better life.
The courts are backlogged, the shelters are full, but still, as for who gets to stay in the U.S. and who's immediately deported, it really all depends and is case by case. Now, those with a criminal record are immediately deported, while others are put up in a hotel. About $60 million a week is being spent by the Biden administration to care for kids and teens. That's about $290 a day for each child. So it's not only expensive for the migrant, but also the federal government. The system, again, overwhelmed by illegal border crossers, and buses, flights, food, shelter, and medical needs all come with a hefty price tag. With this News 11 special report, I'm Jenny Day.